Listen, we got to get right into it today. Kim has a lot to say. She reveals something about Gia that she found out. She reveals something about one of Luis's exes that she found out. And this is all, and listen, and I press her. I'm like, who is this source inside Teresa's camp that keeps telling you this stuff? So Kim has a lot to say today. Of course, we break down the episode, everything Jackie is going through, this scene in the locker room between Marge and Gia. Here are some clips. I hope you guys like it. Full episode over on Patreon. Join, listen to it. You guys have made these Saturdays with Kim D. Literally, this is probably our most popular thing we've ever done. I don't know how we've stumbled into this. And I've been friends with Kim forever, and this is just like been under our nose all this time. Look, sometimes I'm late to the party, you guys. Listen to these clips and head on over to Patreon to listen to our full over an hour long chat with Kim D. RHONJ.
But she's still very good friends with me. We still take pictures together. We still do things together. So, kudos to Dolores for posting that pic.
A lot of people asked, like, I think 2 weeks ago, like, a lot of people commented in my DMs, like, literally, these are direct comments. How could Dolores be friends with Kim? How does Teresa allow this? I'm like,
Imagine this.
Allow this? Allow this? What is Teresa, like the fucking mother?
Well, Teresa is,
I truly think that Teresa is probably the most powerful housewife. What other franchise? I mean, let's think of New York. We basically lost everyone. Beverly Hills, every other franchise, they don't care. They'll lose Lisa Rinna. There's the door, Rinna, as long as we have Kyle and Erica. There's the door, Erica, as long as we have Rinna. There's the door, Kyle, as long as we have Rinna. Teresa is the most powerful housewife. I really do.
I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to agree with you on that. I don't know why. I don't see it, but whatever. Different. I loved when Margaret goes, we're good about the clothes, like about wearing the leggings. We're good. All good. Like, no, I'm not wearing your leggings. Gia is a paid friend. Gia is a paid friend. Because Teresa cannot hold on to a friend. All of you people that love Teresa, God bless. Your tree cannot hold on to a friend. Okay? Not one. The only reason why her and Dina are still good friends is because Dina lives millions of miles away. Okay?
You think that like Dolores knew what she was doing in posting this picture? Like
Dolores don't give a shit. When it comes to that, Dolores draws the line. There's a line in the sand. And the line in the sand is I'm going to keep. Dolores knows Teresa can't keep a friend. She knows Teresa
you
forever.
You think this was her fuck you to Teresa for posting with Dina? Well, and I think after this season, I think we're going to see more of Gia next season. I do.
On reunion. I heard she's coming to the reunion.
Are you kidding me? Now, when everybody slips into my DMs and the media calls me, because they do, like last week when I was texting you at whatever ungodly hour to tell you that Page 6 called me and had 1,000 questions. What source is it of yours that has told you that Gia is going to be at the reunion?
And I also heard from her camp that he's getting cold feet about the wedding. Now, I just got a letter from Vanessa Reiser's attorney asking if I had inside information. They are dropping a lawsuit against Luis because he has, I think they're going to ask for $10 million. This is the first you're hearing it right now. Paula, the wife, Vanessa, the other Vanessa, every single one of them have a story to tell. It's like a Dirty John movie. They all have the same story. The same buying of the house, the same let's put our families together. Both two warrior camp issues. So you just go to warrior camp because you're the most wonderful guy in the world? Give me a break. And then false accusations? No. All right, I did my rant. Is over.
Okay, first of all, I might need to start drinking my vodka during these shows because there is so much there now. So let's just back up for a minute. First of all,
Vanessa did this, Vanessa did that. Well, Vanessa, it was proof she didn't do any of the above, and everything she said he did, he had to admit to it.
So he was suing her and saying she did all these things, right? And she did none of them.
And then Doug flipped it and said, what about you? Did you do this? Did you do that? And he admitted to it.
And they found out in court, Vanessa, Luis's ex, not the ex from the video, but a different ex, that he poured bleach on her
clothes. Amongst other things. It's all going to come out.
And this attorney that you and I both know, Doug
Both
Anton,
know.
he called you today and knows that you're going to be saying this on the Behind the Velvet Rope podcast?
Well, no, what they did was they sent me a letter because they want to know what I know. Well, there's things that they think I know, inside scoop for the lawsuit.
So Doug, her lawyer sent you a letter.
Right.
Saying, do you know anything about Luis's?
Yeah.
behaviors?
And I'll show the letter next week. I'll print it up and show it next week. But yeah, the things that I know about that girl, we'll discuss what she did to me.
And so that's happening. So, okay. So now you get this, you're going to have to say what you know. And Vanessa is suing him. And I guess, what do you say to all the people that are going to say, leave Luis alone? This sounds like a bitter woman scorned. You know, there's going to be people that say that.
About Vanessa?
Well, first of all, I was at this baseball game. Margaret, I went with Marge Sr. and Lexi. We're going to get into that in a second because I was actually physically there. But how proud in that bathroom has Teresa ever in her life been so proud of someone as when Gia tells her basically, like, I just told Margaret off. I mean, whatever, listen, we saw a snippet of it, guys, but you know that she said, no, I wasn't in the women's bathroom at that moment with them. But you know that Gia said, like, oh, I just fucking put Margaret in her place. Exactly. Have you ever seen someone so proud of their offspring in their life? Do you think Margaret was right in kind of like speaking, I guess, back to Gia? Here's the thing, though. If this goes south for Teresa, and I really hope it doesn't, will she then, call Margaret and say, listen, all is forgiven? Like, oh my God.
No. How about when I said Joe was cheating? She still hates my guts for it. And she found out he was. No, she don't do that. She'll never admit it. So
even if it goes south, she's not going to call Margaret and be like, wow, you just tried to warn me.
No. First of all, south for her, she ain't leaving.
What about, listen, Margaret and Jennifer, these have been getting along there. Let me tell you something. Bill, I think Bill is like my MVP of the whole show last night. Like, Bill Aiden's not playing. He's like, I'm not, he's like, what is this? You fight with these girls for 4 years off. He's like, no, I'm not going. I'm done.
I don't blame him.
This bullshit.
Listen,
because think about it. Bill has filmed the alone scenes. Bill hasn't filmed one scene since then.
No, you know what? He when they were at the restaurant and she was drinking her margaritas and stuff, he just sat there and listened to her like he didn't really want to hear it. Like she was basically berating him like, oh, I would get half. I would this, I would that. And I don't think, he didn't look too happy.
Yes.
Is Jackie the eating disorder? And I really, when I saw what this girl goes through, and when her husband said that they have to plan in advance they can't go away for longer than 4 days. They have to call the restaurants in advance. God bless her. Like, what a terrible thing to have to live with. And she's raising her children and she's holding on to her marriage and she's on the show. Wow. Wow.
You have to tell us really the story of what Teresa did to you to make you guys not friends. Because I get that a lot where people are like, I don't understand it. What happened?
Okay.
I mean, right? Like, I've known Kim forever, and I don't even think I really know the details of the story of really, what did Teresa really do to you, Kim, to make you look? She doesn't like her, right? So I want to know that. I mean, we also talk more about this lawsuit now that Kim is, I guess, gotten not even a subpoena, but Kim is now involved in. They want to know what she knows. And one of Luis's, Kim is saying, is suing. One of Luis's exes is suing him now for $10 million. That's what Kim is saying. So I don't know. I have to make sense of all of this because, I mean, that's what Kim is claiming. So I would like to understand what she is saying. And we talk more about this revelation now that Gia is going to be at the reunion. I mean, I'm dying, literally. That's like the most exciting news I've heard all day. And what did you guys think of this past week's episode? I mean, the scene between Gia and Margaret is like sticking out to me as the highlight. And, Jackie's struggles. And just head on over to Patreon, guys. We are breaking it all down. Kim, Saturday, Kim D. She's not holding back. Surprise, surprise.